Welcome to Santa's MLS Tech Workshops, where we'll be going over ways on how to better your business. In this tutorial, Marie Leduc will be going over how to create your own branded app for your clients.
But I'd like to keep revisiting brand and share a little bit because there's more to it than simply branding. That's why it's called brand and share. So brand and share also allows you to share what we call the companion app or branded app that comes with MLS Touch. And this companion or branded app, I'm gonna call it branded app for the rest of the workshop, because that's the main way I call it anyways. So this branded app that comes with MLS Touch, it's actually designed not for you, it's designed for your clients. And again, I'm gonna have to stop sharing and switch to my slides here. Thank you for bearing with me. I know it's a little bit clunky, but we'll get there. So here you go. That's what I wanted to share. So there. So this is an example of, this is actually my branded app. That's what my branded app looks like. Actually, that logo at the top though is different because it has my colleague's photo next to it. I had a logo designed with my colleague's photo on it earlier this year. That's what this screenshot's about. But basically, this app, by sharing this app with your clients, you'll be providing them with the mobile experience they deserve when searching for properties on their own, on a mobile device. It's basically the version of MLS Touch that's designed for your clients. It will give them access to all active listings on the market, not just some or most, like other alternatives they have right now at their disposal. But the beauty of this app that lets them look up properties on their own is that it also acts like the mobile version of the Matrix client portal. So when they press the My Favorites button, they'll pull their favorites, possibilities, and discarded that they put aside from both the client portal and your branded app. That's cool, right? So MLS Touch is your mobile, MLS is your mobile version to Matrix. And this branded app that you could provide them is the mobile version of the Matrix client portal that they may already be using. That's cool, right? Plus, it's a great engagement tool because anytime you suggest listing, you send listings to them from Matrix or MLS Touch, as long as you pick them from your list of contacts, well, they'll be pushed as suggestions to the branded app they use and their client portal. So they can choose which tool they use. They could use either of them or both, depending on which device they're more comfortable working on. And you'll get even more visibility on their properties of interests, like their favorites or discards, because MLS Touch will notify you right away as long as you have its notifications turned on. I know a lot of us don't like apps to notify us if it's not needed, but the notifications from MLS Touch, they're priceless because you'll know immediately if a client of yours added a property to their favorites, and that way you don't have to wait for them to get to reach out to you or have to keep an eye on their favorites yourself all the time. MLS Touch will let you know as soon as potentially there's an opportunity for you to take action. And on top of that, it does include an in-app messaging feature that you can use to chat with them to discuss and collaborate on properties of interest. It's never been easier. I'm not going to elaborate too much on the branded app today. We do have an exclusive free webinar that we offer regularly on that topic, which I'll link to you. I'll link you to the registration page before we're done here today. But I at least want you to view a preview of your branded app. And I also want to show you how to start sharing it right after, if you do decide to provide it to your clients. So yet again, I'm going to stop sharing my PowerPoint presentation and we'll go back to my smartphone and I'll demonstrate live what I'm talking about. Here you go. So we're revisiting brand and share, right? Because that's the second part of brand and share. So let's go back to brand and share. So go in under more, brand and share. then continue. And what I didn't talk about, and this is only accessible after you've saved your branding. So you have to have your logo and colors saved. That's super important. I know I keep insisting on that, but because that would be a blocker for you if you want to take advantage of what I've just discussed. So after selecting your colors and your logo, see the preview button? It's a white button sort of in the bottom right. Press on it and you'll be able to view how your branding will affect certain things, including your branded app, if you ever decide to take advantage of it and share it with your clients. So I do encourage you, go under more, brand and share, get to this screen, click on the preview button, and then press the view my branded app. And then you'll see what it's going to look like. So see, now my app is going to look like that with my new Christmas logo and the colors I picked. So it sort of looks a bit different than the screenshot I showed you earlier. But that's because my branding has changed. So you now know what your branded app will look like after setting up your branding. You can easily test it out that way. And if you do decide to provide this app to your clients, well, you're going to have to tell them about it. And the easiest way to tell them about it is by pressing the Share My App button, that green button at the bottom. And you can easily just use the send by SMS or send by email buttons to send it to someone in a flash. But you know what? I'm definitely going to encourage you to share it with everybody you know, not one by one, right? Because that's a lot of work. And I mean, I wouldn't want you to work harder than you have to. What you could easily do, and you know what? If you are able to press the Share My App on and get to this screen, send it to yourself. That way you will receive the installation link that you can just tap on to go through the installation process of your own branded app. I do encourage you to try it out before you start sending it to your clients, right? So you have firsthand experience on how that process works and what your branded app feels like and how it functions. But not only that, you'll then be able to copy that link, that unique link that's tied to your branded app, and then paste it somewhere else, copy it somewhere else to include it. I don't know, like to include it in your email signature so that anytime you email someone, they're reminded that you have a branded app, and maybe add a call to action to encourage them to click on the link and install your app. I don't know if you have a Christmas mailer that you're preparing for the holidays. I say Christmas, but anyway, something for the holidays. Maybe include that link. It might be a nice little extra Christmas gift. Here's another way and more efficient way of looking at properties, and encourage them to pass it along, because anybody new that installs your app will come in as a new lead. So if you send it to all your active buyers, let's say, and then you tell your active buyers, hey, if you know friends, family members, coworkers that could also benefit from my app, just forward them the email, forward them the text message or the link. And that could snowball for you, right? Because those individuals that you don't necessarily know at all could come in as new leads in your MLS Touch application. Anybody new that installs your app will come in like that. You know what? When you test it out, you'll see, because you'll launch the app. It's going to ask you to enter your contact details. Do it yourself. Go through the hoops yourself, and you'll see yourself come in as a new lead in your MLS Touch application. You'll even be notified so that you know a new lead came in. And just to show you, new leads come in through your MLS Touch contacts. So at the bottom under the contacts button. And if you follow the red dots, some of them may lead you to your list of leads. So, and that's where all the new individuals that installed your app will show up. And as soon as you accept these leads, they'll be added automatically to your contacts. And since you benefit from the matrix integrations, the advanced matrix integrations that MLS Touch has to offer, well, those new leads will also show up in matrix. How cool is that, right? Again, less data entry is better, isn't it? So basically these new potential clients would do the data entry for you. which is cool. So I do encourage you to try this out. And if you do want more info about this branded app, again, I'm going to link you to the registration page for our free webinar on that topic that's taking place in not too long from now. So there. So I do encourage you, like, you know what, let me actually do it. So go under Brand and Share. I'm just going to go back to Brand and Share, press the Share My App on, and send it to yourself by email. And you don't necessarily have to do anything with it right now, but later on when we're done here today, when you do have time, just go find that email that you just sent yourself and go install your app. Try it out. You'll see it's pretty cool. Oh no, I didn't type my right email address. Anyways, if you type your email address correctly, it'll send. I just made a typo in my email address. It didn't work, but send it to yourself and you'll be able to experience firsthand what your clients will experience when they install your app. You'll see, you won't regret it. It's really cool.